The training for April. Okay, fine. This is array methods, array strings. In this strings, we have seen in the last session only one program. We are continuing with that without wasting our time. Just let us start. Is there any? Okay, attendance not given. Okay, good. So let them
Yeah,
see here, and
attendance.
at the end we'll have. Just first focus on the learning. Attendance you will be definitely getting at the last. Even though if you will not get later on, you will have. So focus more on that is skills that you have to gain that. That's it. So in the last session we have discussed about that strings, string literals, and the way which we are creating that strings, right? Yes. So we are having two ways to create a string object in Java. What are those two ways? First way is using a string literals, and second way is what? Using new keyword. First way in Java, we can create a string class object in two ways. What are those two ways? First, by new keyword, and second, by string literals, isn't it? Now you might be thinking that what is a string literals. So I hope you all are very much confident about a string literal. Leave it about a string literal. You all must aware, or you are having good skills on that literals, about literals, right? We had a lot of discussions on that literals at the very beginning while learning which one? While learning tokens. Getting my point? So a string literals means what? Literals is the value only. Before that, I have put it this one, a string means what? The value is value. Literal means that value is there, but what type of that value is what? A string only. That is called a string literal, right? Integer literal. Literal is there, but type is of what type? Integer, right? So integer value. Getting my point? A string literal. So we are in Java, we are having two ways to create the string class object. First one by using new keyword. Second one by using a string literal. So we have gone through with this first. Uh, we have gone through with this first one. Now this is second one. So first one we have gone right, and we have seen that behavior how we are creating a string. A string s1 equal to hello or Chandan in a string literals, right? This one we had this one second a string s2. Instead of this string s2, s1 and s2, I kept inside which one? Chandan, and the same Chandan. Okay, same Chandan I had given right here. So a string by a string literal I have created which one? Two strings, right? Two string objects s1 and s2 are pointing to the same object in the string pool. A string pool or a string constant pool. Getting my point? The string constant pool we have seen in the last session also, right? But remember, whether a string constant pool, where actually this string constant pool is getting created, this string constant pool is basically a string constant pool is a part of heap memory. Getting my point? A part of heap memory means what? If suppose you are having this heap, right? Let me explain. This is one heap. Memory stack we have seen, right? As well as what we have seen. This is what memory stack. The similar we are having which one? Heap memory. Heap memory we have. So heap memory. This is complete heap memory. Getting my point? But inside this heap memory, what we are having two partitions. This is complete heap memory, but we inside this we are having two partitions. One partition is completely called as what? A string constant pool. Is it clear? And pool, you all are very much familiar, right? What is the meaning of pool? Yes. So in this case, when in a string constant pool, which object will get created? The object, a string object which you will create using a string literal. A string. Don't tell me that you don't know about this string literal. So a string literals getting clear here. Okay. Whatever object you will create. And remember, whenever you will create that string object using that string literal, at that during execution, because this will get occupied during execution time using new or this using this one in heap memory, that object will get created during that runtime itself. So that actual memory will get occupied during runtime. Whenever JVM will look here that you have created a string object using literals at this point of time, it will directly create that object inside this string constant pool. Remember, a string constant pool. And a string constant pool is the part of a heap memory. Heap memory, when it will get created during your program execution, because class loader concept we have already seen, right, during that introduction. Yes, and during that learning that JDK architecture, that the class loader, what is the duty of that class loader? To load the class file from hard drive in memory. Which memory? RAM, such that that can get executed by CPU, isn't it? So this heap memory will get created during that execution time, and during that execution time, but where it will get created? In the RAM memory or primary memory. Clear? So oh, it will get created in the RAM memory, where memory will heap memory is a partition, or it is a location available inside that RAM, where all runtime related object will get created here. Clear? So with so in case of we are learning right now a string and a string class, a string builder and a string buffer. Will go with that later on. But for in case of a string, all are a string only. Using that a string object only you are creating. Means you will be holding a string value inside that only. Either you use a string literal, sorry, a string builder or a string buffer or a string class. All object will hold that a string object reference only. As you are not familiar with that collection of definition. So it is a heap memory and it is the part. In this string constant pool, which object will get created in case of, since as the name suggesting, a string constant pool. So in this pool, only a string will come, a string object will come. But a string object will come, so then which object will come? Object which you will declare using a string literal, each called that this object will get created inside this a string constant pool. That object will get created inside a string constant pool. Clear? So, which one will get created? Object which you will, a string object which string object which we will create using a string array, using that which one? A string literal. I hope it is clear to all of you, right? Yes. So in this case, which one we are creating? OBJC object, right? So that object which we are creating over here, we have created uh Chandan object is there, right? In this one, Chandan. And it has created, suppose it got created where? It got created at this location, and where memory location, suppose it got created at 20, at 20 or 1000. 1000 is my favorite. So at this location, suppose it got created. So this Chandan is actual content or literal. This required memory to store. Suppose in your hand you have purchased, you went to the market and you purchased mango. Mango is a fruit now available in the market, right? My favorite. Okay. Okay. So that mango you went in the market and you purchase, that is okay. But until and unless you will keep them, you will you will keep that mango in any container. Can you carry that one at your room? No, right? You need to carry. You need to first hold that one. To hold that, you need to give some space, right? Either you use your hand or your any carry bag which you have carried. Means what? You are giving some space such that on that space that fruit will get placed. And after holding that fruit or product, you will be carrying that up to your room, isn't it? So Chandan is the value, a string literal. You are trying to hold, but without memory, can you hold it? Name is the logical only, right? Name you have given name one, name two. That is the logical. Until and unless you will give the memory where that will get stored, right? So suppose it got created during that runtime, it will get created into the string constant pool, and its ID is how much? 1000, 1000. 1000 is not ID. 1000 is what? Memory location, memory address. Clear? Memory address. This one is your main stack, main stack, main memory stack, main memory stack. So memory stack means main will also will get loaded during that class loading or not? Yes, because until unless main will get loaded into the main memory, how that execution will begin from that main? That is the question, right? Yes. So this is the main stack here, and in this it will keep all information related with this main. So this is the main method call. Inside this main method, whatever the value you have called, you have written, that will come over here. Suppose you written some message, print something, again print something. Yes. Suppose here display info, info is there, right? So this is one method called body you have not given, method you have learned, right? I have already explained this method, right? So this is what method call. Then you are having another body, print, print, print something, isn't it? Now here in the main, suppose you are having some variable, a string, name one, name two. So both are strings only, right? In this name one, it will have that value what? 1000. In the name two, it will have what? 1000. Why 1000? Why 1000? Let me discuss. Let me discuss string name 2, name 1, name. So, okay, okay, okay. Now see, so this is what, okay. Now this one is referring to this. This one also referred by this one. In which cases, just follow me what I'm saying. You will get to know. Practically, I will be explaining you. Practically, I will give you the proof. So just you focus what I'm trying to explain you. Oh, yeah. Oh, so, mm, okay. And this one is same. See. Now, question is coming. Why both are having the same value 1000, 1000? Question is coming. Because in case of name 1 and name 2, in program, I have given Chandan, Chandan, isn't it? I have given Chandan, Chandan in S1 and S2. But why S1 is having 1000 and S2 is having 1000? Reason being, since we have created a string class object using which one? A string literals, right? So, and we know if we'll create a string class object using a string literal, now this object is going to be created where? In a string constant pool, which is the part of which one? Heap memory area, heap memory location. A string constant pool is a part of the heap where it will hold the string object. Which kind of object? The string object which will get created using a string literal. But okay, fine, that is okay. But now question is coming. Okay, that is okay. Name one and name two has created using a string literal. Then why both are having the same value, 1000, 1000? Reason being, whenever using that string literal, you will create the object. It will get created into that string constant pool. Before creating object into this string constant pool, main thread or JVM will look for whether that same object is available into this string constant pool or not. If not available, if this object is not available in that string constant pool, in that case, that new object will get created inside this string constant pool. And once that object will get created, their reference means address, will get assigned to their corresponding reference variable. So over here, name 1 is the reference variable, name 2 is also reference variable. Why it is reference variable? Because it is holding reference of object. What is the meaning of holding reference of object? Means it is holding address of object. Which object? The object which got created into that string constant pool, not inside, not inside where? Main stack trace, main memory, isn't it? So, so this is the case when object will get created, but main method can have local variable also, right? It can have local variable. Suppose it can have integer variable. It can have int num1 equal to 10. So where this will get created, since it is the primitive value, it is not object. Getting my point? So primitive value will get created here itself in this main memory stack, where it will get created value variable as well as value both. So that here let me make that one here, int num1 equal to 10. It will have this value 10. Local variable, this is the local variable primitive type, right? So this is not going to outside into this heap area. In a heap area, which one will get created, which for which one memory will get reserved? For the object. What is object? We'll discuss later on when we'll discuss oops function. So I hope it is clear, right? Now second time when it went to create name2, then name2 using a string literal, but during that time JVM or main thread checked inside that string constant pool, because since it is this object name2 is getting created using a string literal. So during that execution time, before creating this object, JVM or main thread is responsible to execute this main method. So what is main thread? Threading will explain you that in the multi-threading. If you want to let me know, thread dot current thread dot get name dot get name. So you can see at this moment it will be giving you that current thread name. So thread name. This is the main thread which will system dot. Let me show you that main thread name. Something okay. Just you see the thread name. When more details we'll have during that multi-threading. Now see, thread name is which one? Main. Clear? Yes. So this main, not method. Method name is also main, and main is a thread which will get started when JVM will call main method. Start calling main method. Who is responsible to call this main method? JVM. Whenever JVM will call this main method, at this point of time itself, this main thread will get activated. And when main thread will get activated or created, then main method is responsible to execute complete this complete application. Clear? We'll see later on. Now we are talking about this one. So at this moment, this is what a string object using literals, and when second object of a string JVM or main thread will try to create, they will check whether this string literal is already available into the string constant pool or not. Why that will check into this string constant pool? Why not into that heap memory other part? Reason being, it is got created using a string literal. So directly it will check into the string constant pool. If it is available already, then it will not create another. If same object is available, then it will not create other. It will, instead of creating other means what? For same, if they will create once again, it will also occupy the same memory, right? Means memory address it will occupy or not. The wastage of memory for the same value. So instead of creating two with the same name, only one will be there. And if it is available, that their reference they will reflect back, they will not create another one. And that is the reason you are having two variable, two string object which is pointing to the same object. Getting my point? Not two different. What is the proof? Practically I will show in the program. Clear? This one. Now in your main method itself, we are having another way. So I'm removing this partition because we don't need this one. Suppose this is the part of this main method itself. Now, so this is the main method itself. Suppose now I'm telling, so I'm trying to explain this one. Instead of this one, suppose it got created using a string name 3 equal to new a string, then c, a small c. Not a small c. Let me keep Chandan itself. CHADN. And the same thing, we'll copy it, we'll paste it here. Slow speed, okay. No issue. This is what? A string 4. Now tell me, both are having the same literals, right? But at this moment, where it will get created? At this moment, name 3 and name 4 will not get created. This name 3, no? This Chandan and this Chandan, both are same, right? Both will not get created into the string constant pool, no. Where it will get created? It will get created into the heap memory, which will be not the part of a string constant pool. Clear? So here Chandan, and what is the location? Suppose it is having the location 2200. Fine. For name 3 or name 4, again it will create Chandan that might be at 300 location. That might be at 300 location. Clear? This might be at 300 location. Now, this name 3, name 4, this one. Now, this name 4 is this one. Is that clear? Now, see the diagram, that's it. Okay. Mm, okay, mm, okay, fine. So, this one, okay, means now, see. So both are same only, right? Content are same, na? Chandan. But in case of it is getting created at two different locations. Which location? 200 and 300. Why it is at 200 and 300? Reason being, since we have used which one? We have used new keyword to create a string object, and that is the reason it got created into the heap memory, but not inside the string, outside of the string constant pool. Whenever it it will whenever this string object will be not the part of this string constant pool, whether you give same same value, no matters, for each individual it will create different object. Even same is available, but it will create separately. Not not which one, not only one, and it will assign that value. Reason being what? So why? So if it is so, then what is why it has created two different mechanism? Reason being, according to your requirement or availability, when you will program or you will try to develop some application, according to the user need or customer need, according to the resource available, because you might have limited memory, you may have more memory, but there might be chances that you need to run multiple project. So memory will be very much valuable or costly for you. So in that case, you will try to minimize the memory as much as possible, right? So in that case, you can use this way to create object using a string literal. In this way, you can create whenever memory will not be that much costly for you. In that case, you can use this way to create that string class object. Two ways we can create a string class object. Which one is first one? Using a string literals, using a new keyword. That's it, isn't it? This as using this string literal will not be available. Using this string literal will not be available. Let me correct it. And this name one will have 1000, 1000. This name 2 will also have 1000. In which case, in this case, clear? So, so in this case, you can see even content is same, but it is two different object. In this case, content is same, but not two object, only one object with two names. So I hope you have you might have watched movies in which actor will have two faces, means two same actor might will be there in that movies, and I think you might have watched that one, like Jurba movie of Salman Khan actor, or any other Bade Miyan Chote Miyan, Amitabh Bachchan and Govinda. So in that case, they are both are having two different synonyms is there or not in that movie? To Amitabh and to Govinda. Yes. So it means what? For this Chandan only, content is Chandan, but it is having two reference variable. Means two, name one and name two is pointing to the same Chandan. But in this case, name three is different, name four is different. What is the proof? So in pictorial in memory, I have shown you. I hope you understood this one clearly. Practically, I'm going to show you. So if it is representing to the same value, both two means both will have the same value, then only we can say that both are pointing to the same. Then how we can check this name one is having 1000, name two is having? If name one will have the same memory location, name two will have the same memory location. If we'll programmatically check whether both are similar or not. If it will give us the similar means what? Both are pointing to the same object, and in memory, same only one object got created. But in case of checking similarity between two and both are giving not similar, it means what? It means both are different at memory location, isn't it? So this is one way, name one, name two, Chandan, Chandan, clear? Uh, Let me make another program. Control C, string string program 2. Okay, main created, done, copy paste I have done, fine. Name 1. Okay, let me remove it out. Then, okay, system dot print string name 3 equal to new string. Wow, string code. Wow, great. So now we are having how much reference variable? This is reference variable. Remember which one? This is reference variable. Reference variable. Okay, where? Let me. REFERENC reference variable. This is the reference variable. Okay. Now, okay. This is what reference variable. Why reference variable? Because it is holding reference. Reference means what? Address. Okay. Now we are having 4 reference variable, and we know we have created object created in a string pool or string constant pool. Object created in heap memory. This is also the part of heap memory, but in a string constant pool. Clear? In this case, for same string, only one object will get created. For same string, multiple object will get created, isn't it? So if name 1 and name 2 both are same, means both are pointing to the same memory location, means both are in the string constant pool, then definitely we can say using a string constant pool, whichever the create object we are creating, that will using a string literals, the object which will we are creating, that will get created into the string constant pool, and if content is same, only one object will be there and reference variable will be multiple. So proof, what is proof? A string name1 equal to name1, a string name1 using a string literal, a string name2 using a string name3, name4, name2. Remember, don't be never be in hurry. If you want to learn, don't look for the time. Just you see whether I'm explaining or I'm making some entertainment, or I'm like trying to pass the time, right? So focus over here. Focus on learning, right? Two. This one is what? Three. This one is what? Four. Clear? Now, okay. 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 Now, in this case, comparing name one and name two. Yes. Comparing name 3 and name 4. Now tell me guys, is system something wrong? System dot out dot return. Fine. Let me remove that. So this is equal to operator. What it is basically going to do? Tell. First, firstly, if you it is having two face. Two face means what? As a person, as a male, sometimes that male person can be an employee. At some time, that male person can be a parent or father. When that person, male person, will be parent, in case that male person is available at room and they are married and they are having the kids. But the same person will called as a employee when they will reach to their uh, office and they will start their own working over there. Will reach into the office and they will start working at that point of time. That is the person, but that person will get designated as what? This one, employee, right? But at home, the same person, that person is as a, but that person is what? Parent or father. So, why I speak this one? Okay. So name one and name two, right? Name one and name two means similarity check. So this one, the uh, same person is having two face, right? One face is employee, second face is father. Similarly, this double equal to is having two face. What is that two face? At some point of time, it will check the value is similar or not. Means 10, this one. Which one? 10 is similar to 10. So at this moment, it will check value equal to or not. So now it is checking value. But in second case, it will check object reference is same or not. Object reference means what? Object address. Getting my point? Address. What I mean to say, sometime it is checking value equal or not. Sometime it is checking address equal or not. Value and address both are different or same? Tell me, guys. Both are different, right? Address is different and value is different. On that address, value is existing. So address is different, value is different. Clear? Then now question is coming, when this double equal to will check con content in case of primitive type. You will put this one primitive type variable. If you will put this one, in that case it will check the value equal to or not. In case of object, if you will type this double equal to, instead of their content, it will check what? Their reference means address. So if in memory, in memory, suppose only one object is there, means what? Means if this object is got assigned to two variable, means both will have the same reference. Why same reference? Because only one object. But if multiple object will be there, it means what? Their reference will be different, 2000, 3000. Yes. So here we are checking, since we have created using a string constant pool, this one name one and name two. For them, I'm checking whether both are same or not. For the object which we have created using new keyword, for that I'm checking whether this is their address is same or not, isn't it? Don't worry, you will be getting things. So let me run it. See the output. Content is same, but this two I have created using a string literal. This two I have created using new keyword, isn't it? Now see, in case of this one, this comparing whether name one and name two is same or not. It has given true. It means what? It means what? Name one and name two both are referring to the same object. Sometime you might be heard that one, that this name one is your object and name two is object. You can tell it object, but actually this is the reference variable. Object is which one, which will get created into the memory. So using that new keyword, without new keyword also it will get created, but into a string constantly. So in this case it is true, right? But same content, is this content and this content is different? No, right? But creation is different or not? So now in this case, see, this is telling false, name 3 and name 4. Why? Because in this case only one object got created into the memory. Here only one object. In this case two object got created. Even your content is same, but two object got created. So practical proof you got, right? Now question is coming, if double equal to checking their reference or address, then how can we check their content? To check the content, we are having another methods available. Since a string is a class, right? So it is having another method. Which one? This one. Comparing content. Let me, instead of this one, comparing name one and name two content. So name one, it is having one method. Method you already know, right? That's the reason I have already given you training on that methods, because these are the methods. Which one? Name one dot equals, then name two. It, in this case it will be checking what content. Content means what? Value. In this case also it will give you the same, right? Yes. Now tell me, uh, okay, tell me this one. At this moment, both are object wise different, but content wise same or not? So name 3 equals to name 4. Now tell me, it will give you true or not? Tell me, name 3 and name 4 both are having Chandan Chandan, and name 1 and name 2 is also having Chandan Chandan. So in both cases, this comparing content, comparing name 3 and name 4 content. So name 3 and name 4 content is same. Name 1, name 2 content is same. But name 1 and name 2 object is same. Name 3 and name 4 object is different. Now let me execute it. Just see the output. Now see, comparing name 1 and name 2, both are same object. Comparing name and name 2 content, it is giving true, means same. True, in which case it will give true when name 1 and name 2 both are having the same object, same value. Now in this case, see, name 3 and name 4 is also having same value, true, right? But they are not same object, right? But this is same object. In this case both are true. In this case only content are same, object are different. Even though same content is there, but it got created into the memory separately. Why? Because we have used which one? New keyword. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Moving further. So this is a string, and a string class is having multiple methods. If you want, it is having what? Length method, length length method of a string class, which will give the number of characters in the string. How you are going to check so you to see out length of name one, length of name, so it will give length. Clear? It is having caret method. So index you will have to pass on that index it will be giving you the value. Caret at index 0 or at index 3. So I will be asking over here 3. It will be giving you at 3 index, and indexing is getting started from 0 to length minus 1. So let us see this 2. Before that, let me put one separator in this. One separator I am giving. Now see, total length is how much? Of a string of object which are name 1, 7, right? Can you count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Clear? 7 character, and character can be white space is also a character. Remember, if you will give a space, that will get counted as a character only. So white space means what? A space you are giving. Suppose Chandan is written, so CHA, then a space NDN. It will get counted as a what? Character. A space is also a character. Before Chandan, you give one space or two space. This will get counted as a character. And suppose in case of name, I am giving one space before C, 1, 2, 3 space I have given. So character total we are having how much? 7 plus 3, 10. What is the proof? Let me run it and just you see the output. 10. You got 10, right? Length. Why? White space. The space which you are giving, a space is also a character. Now it will give you what? 10 itself. 7. Clear? So length method will count the number of character available. And character at index 3. So at index 3, C is at 0 index, H is at 1, A is at 2, and N is at 3. So on index 3, it has given N, 1 character. So which one is that method? This char at. Similarly, it is having substring method. So that substring will give you the substring. Substring is what? Have you, in the mathematics, have you learned that which one? Set, set and subset. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a set. But I'm having another 3, 4. So is this 3, 4 is subset of that value or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So subset means what? The given value in that it is present or not. So substring means substring will be the part. Substring will be the string only, but this will be the part of that string which is given. So now see. Sub s system dot out dot println name 1 dot substring 2 5 means what? From 2 index to 5 index, it will give you that value. So from index 2 to 5. So 2 CHA 0 1 2. So from 2, 2 means what? From 2 and onwards, so it will give you ND. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why it is giving NDA? Let me print it out. Is this having any error? A and D. See, A and D it has given. How it is has given A and D from 2 to 5. So if you are having dilemma, then let me create it now. C H A N D A N. It is at which location? 0 location. It is at 1. It is at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm telling here from 2 to 5. So from 2 to 5, which one? A N D A. A N D A. A N D, or between 2 to 5. Let me read that statement. Method which will give the substring of a string, that is okay. Method is used to extract a substring from the string. It takes two parameters, that is okay. It takes two parameters, the starting index and the ending index. See, a starting index it will capture, but ending index it will exclude. A starting index and ending index exclusive means it will not get counted, right? Ending index is exclusive. So that's the reason A and D, A it has not counted. So at fifth location, this A it is exclusive fifth index. End index is uh, exclusive, but starting index is inclusive. So A and D it has given. Other proof if you want, if you wish. So instead of 2 to 5, give 2 to 6. So 5 will get counted. So in this case, A and D, A also will come. Now see the output, A and D, A. Clear? So this is the method which are available in that strings. We are having another methods also, two uppercase, two lowercase. Suppose name one is having which one? Chandan, right? So name one is having Chandan. Now two uppercase. Name one is two uppercase. So it will print you complete Chandan in capital. Now see, Chandan it has printed complete, but have did I give only complete Chandan in capital? No, right? Yes. So this string class is having different kinds of methods. I hope it is clear to all of you, right? So this is all about a string class, their object creation in memory as well as how it is working. Now moving further, I'm going with that string build, string buffer, string builder. So a string buffer program one string dot buffer string dot buffer. Okay. Hmm, so, चलो string string buffer and string builder. String builder program. Okay, string dot der. Got great. String buffer, string builder. Now, string builder is a class. String buffer is a class. String buffer name given sp equal to new string buffer. Can you create a string buffer? A string buffer SVN using this direct string literals? No, can't. No, can't. Only in a string class only you can create a string object in two ways. So a string pool concept is not available in which case? A string buffer and a string builder, both cases. So same will create here also. Now see, in a string builder is a class, a string buffer is a class, a string is a class. One concept I have not explained, so let me go with that. A string, remember which one? Remember what? A string class is immutable in nature in Java. What it means? What it means? Either you use, either you create object using a string literal or new keyword. In both cases, either or new to create a string class. Either we can use a string literal or new keyword to create a string class object, comma, in both cases, a string in both cases, string objects are immutable. Remember, what is the meaning of immutable? Means once you have created the object and you have given the value, that value you can't change. Means we can't change the value of that string once created. If we want to change, if we try to change the value of the string, then new object will get created. Remember, that's it. Changing content means what? Here, name Chandan is given. Na? I'm trying to add Chandan Das. So that Chandan and Das, if I will try to add, edit means what? Change means what? Editing, right? If I will try to add in this Chandan, means it is not possible in Chandan to add that DS. Whenever I will try to add that DS, that surname in this Chandan, in that case, instead of this Chandan which are available at memory location 1000, it will get created where? It will get created in memory at some different location, suppose 4000. Getting my point? And then this will get assigned, this will get assigned to whom? This will get assigned to this values. Getting my point? So strings are immutable. Once you will create and assign, you can't change the value. If you're trying to change, another object will get created in that string constant pool or in heap, but another object will get created. But in that same, it can't. In which case? In case of a string class. Clear? In case of a string buffer and a string builder, these are mutable in nature. Mutable means what? You can do the editing in their content. So string buffer s1 equal to new string buffer. Yes, where it will get created in that heap area, and string buffer sb1 equal to new string buffer, and checking, comparing. Now see, dot equals double equal to y string content. Why content was different? No, it should not give false now. See the output. Both cases it is giving false. Now it is checking whether S1 is similar to S2. S1 SB dot equals SB1. In both cases, it is giving false. So in case of a string class, is having one method. That method name is what? Dot equals method. That dot equals method is responsible to check which one? Content. In case of, and that string class is not having their own dot equals method. That dot equals method they have incorporated or they have inherited from object class, which is the superclass for all classes available in Java. But this, in case of a string buffer is having its own method. That method is called as what? Dot equals. So this dot equals, in case of a string buffer, it is going to represent equals method is not overridden in case of which one? A string buffer class and hence it will compare the object reference, not the content. Remember, are you getting my point? This dot equals methods we have checked in case of a string. It is going to check which one? It is going to check content. But in case of a string buffer, it is not going to check content. It is going to check reference only. In this case, double equal to operator compares object reference, not the content. Getting my point? So in both cases, in case of a string buffer, it is going to check a reference only, means address only. Why? What is the reason? Because this dot equals method is available inside this string buffer class itself. But in case of a string class, this dot equals method is not available. It is available where? It is available in object class. So this is the object class. See, dot equals object, boolean equals object, where it is available. Hmm, come top, go top. So this is the uh, compatible cat sequence constable. Okay, fine. Whether you can do it or implement, or you can extend also ex. We can't edit it. So this one a string class. Whether if you will extend its object, still in case this method is they are calling from which one? Object class. So if we go to the object class, here we can check for that which one? Equals method. Is this equals available? Yes. Now read about this one. Equals comparison on the object is modified. Okay, no, so this one is something different. We will call it equals object equals method. Then calling the method equals to two objects must list. So just you remember that in case of a string class, it is having that dot equals. This dot equals is the part of object class. It is not the part of a string. But since due to object class inherited into the string, so this is available by default into this. A string class means it is overridden into the string, which is the part of the object class, and it is responsible. See, compares this string to the specified object. The result is true if only if the argument is not null and is a string object that represents the same sequence of character. It is working on that same sequence of character, right? But in case of a string buffer, either you use double equal or dot equals. In both cases, it is going to check address only, whether both are same or not. So if we want to check the content, then which method we should use? Uh, Checking content of, so to string or compare to it can use, let me, or it can be used compare to also sv dot compare to sv1. In this case, it will be checking their content, and once you will be calling it, it will be giving you content, will give you true. So compare to is having some different mechanism. Its return type is integer only, and it will be returning 0, in which case both are same. It will be returning minus when first string is smaller. Smaller means what? D is capital D is smaller than capital C in Java, so it will give you negative value. Now see, positive which I given. Okay. Capital A, sorry, capital A is smaller than capital C. Why? It will give you negative. Negative given now. Positive in which case? Capital D means D is greater than C. When both will be same, it will be returning 0. Now it has given positive. If it will have C, it will give you 0. So content checking you can use using this dot compare to. Dot compare to you can use in this string class also, and it is also having the methods which are mostly present in that string class, as well as it is having their own method too. So those method you work upon it, you find it out, and you try to execute these methods on this. Clear? The same thing we can perform in this case of a string builder. So instead of this buffer, we'll use builder. BUIL. This is also what? A string builder. We'll use new string builder, not buffer. How we are creating and what is the meaning of this? Just remember that it is getting created object. It is creating object, two objects, right? If you will execute, so string buffer, not a string builder, comparing this one, you can execute it. Just see that. Chandan, false, and this is true. Now, the similar string buffer and string builder is not having much difference. A very slightly difference both are having. A string buffer and a string builder. One is synchronized, means one is thread safe, and one is not thread safe. Thread safe means what? When multiple threads will try to execute. So in that case, at a time all can't execute it. Only one can execute. But which are not safe, multiple can use it at a time, and we can have data inconsistency. A string buffer, a string builder, both are mutable in nature. A string class is immutable in nature. If a buffer is if a string buffer is immutable in nature, then how can we see that one? Sys.out.println. Before that, what I am going to do? sp dot append Kumar or Das. In this case, it is not going to create another value. It will append the value in that string SVO in this object only. It is not going to create another object. Getting my point? And then you can print it. After appending SV, we'll save it, we'll print it. So after appending, now see the name. You got that meaning? So it is mutable, it is not mutable. But in case of a string class, append method is not available. Which one? Name one, name one dot append. Append method is not there. So this is all about a string class, a string buffer class, and a string builder class. What is the difference between this? The difference between this is what? A string class is immutable, a string buffer is mutable, a string builder is immutable in case of comparing all three together. A string class will take less memory, a string buffer will take more memory, a string builder will also take more memory. Where is that? A string class, are you able to see somewhere? This one. A string buffer will take more memory, a string builder will take more memory, a string will take less memory. Why less memory? Because it it is creating object into that string constant pool, and if we'll have more than two object which will have the same content, in that case it is going to do what? It is not going to create multiple object. The same object it will assign to the different. For comparison, I have not given here. String programs. So that is the difference, and difference between. So this is your assignment, and your all assignment difference. I have explained you all this one. So your all assignment is which one? You need to filter out, or you need to prepare notes on which one? DI, difference between a string buffer and a string builder. Then difference between a string and a string class and a string buffer class. Then difference between a string buffer and a string builder. Difference between a string buffer and a string builder. This is the three assignment to all of you. Assignment, assignment 2. This one. A, B, C. And which one is that assignment 1? Assignment 1. Do practice of all string method, string buffer method, string builder. STRING. String buffer, string builder. String buffer and string builder methods. Do practice of all methods as well as the program which I will be sharing to all of you. Clear? So this is your assignment. Any doubt? Any doubt, anyone? Attendance sheet is there. Any doubt, anyone? Tell me. Guys, unmute. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, understood everything which I have explained?
Yes, sir.
So work on that assignment, and after working, you should also have to submit in that assignment group. So that's all for the
Yes,
today.
sir.
We'll meet in the next session.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much.
So everyone must have to fill out the attendance sheet. You can leave.
Yes, sir.